They're all calling me. Interesting.
God fucking damn it, Norman! Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry, Brian. I just, I could have worded it a little better. I just wanted to make sure, there wasn't an ongoing threat to, me flying that helicopter back to the mainland, as an example, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With my understanding on these 4 individuals, I see no issue with flagging all 4 of them as enemies of the state.
Okay. Oh yeah.
We can go ahead and do as such at this time. What about Forehead? Did you discover anything on that last night?
Yes, I believe.
Are the same considerations being made for him? What am I looking at here?
Same considerations.
Okay. Obviously, I don't have the paperwork in front of me. I know you'll take the time to get it together, but just wanted to see kind of where you were at and kind of see what the plan going forward is as far as like the DOJ's involvement, right? There were previously suggestions from Bundy that you may be seeking information updates on these individuals every 12 to 24 hours. I just wanted to see where that stands.
I would say it depends on the level of effort. I think like Jaeger, Pred, Trey, and if TJ Walker ends up getting put in that bucket, those are like the primary ones. Since it also comes down to apprehension, right? We have a list of individuals that we're sorting through. But given that like D-Day is on Monday, it doesn't seem appropriate to put too many resources into too much, if that makes sense.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Is if D-Day is in fact Monday and this is going down, and you have these individuals and they are already determined to be enemies of the state, one way or another, they're going to be Monday. They're either gonna they're gonna die fighting a war, or they're gonna be in custody, one way or the other, right? You've got what you need on these individuals at this point.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is just a you've proven the crime. Would further information be needed, or are we just
I think it's enough
doing intelligence gathering here?
Continuing intelligence gathering. I mean, look, my objective is as follows. If we're able to capture individuals to and from the island, which is an entire possibility. I mean, some of these guys have, like Brett, for example, threatened to Eve Summers. He called for food. She couldn't provide it, and he said he was going to go to the island and murder her, or go back to San Andreas and murder her. So now, whether or not that is something that he's actually going to do, I'll just tell you right now. Right now, all these units are here because we witnessed someone on our let's just call it the watch list, loading up shit into the submarine and heading in the direction of Sanguine.
Gotcha.
Being able to stop that, or potentially capturing enemies of the state in advance of Monday, is just objectively smart, right?
That is, of course, absolutely.
Especially if it can lead to like information that we would otherwise not get. That's one less dead person.
Exactly. Okay, I can understand that. That's an understandable point of view. It's different, right? I'm used to signing this paperwork when I'm looking at criminals that are domestically going in for due process and investigations, and lately I feel like I've been in intelligence gathering for a military operation, for lack of a better word.
That's precisely what I want us doing. Obviously, intelligence requires intelligence. So that's been our biggest hurdle. But it's been, once all this is done, I'm excited to let folks know what we've been able to do in such little time. It's actually, well, I'm sure actually the subpoenas probably give you an idea.
Oh, I'm aware. It's not lost on me, and I almost made a reference to it during my my verdict in the Miguel and Rami case, Brian. Look, may not have gotten a conviction there, but being the person that signed off on those warrants and subpoenas, I'm damn sure that you gleaned a lot of information from that whole process in and of itself too. Oh,
100%. Like I tell my boys and gals, these aren't meth runs. These aren't shootouts. If our mentality is W's and L's, well, that draws the wrong kind of mentality that I do not want in my unit. Legislative change, intelligence, bigger picture. Even if it means bringing fear down to folks and making them think a different way. I miss those days where people actually gave a shit and couldn't get away. I mean, we've talked on the subject. Hopefully that needle ends up going a little way away from physical and our tools allow for some of the gaps in circumstantial to close out. So it's more about the argument and the evidence rather than, I have a picture of someone blowing something up. But that's obviously slow transitions. We'll get there.
We'll get there in time. We will.
I know there was some concerns. I don't know. Was there any concerns brought up about the radio channel or anything?
No.
Okay, perfect. Any general concerns that I need to be aware of? Areas that need to be rebuffed?
Not that I'm personally looking at this time. At some point, I also understand that you and your unit are acting under direction of the Senate. I saw that the Senate had marked Pratt as an enemy of the state. And I understand that there are even some of these decisions that, while I may not think that they're constitutional at every step of the way, they have total and absolute power. And, who am I to fly in their face, especially in these times, right? We're dealing with the circumstances that we're dealing with. Monday is obviously D-Day. Hopefully, on Tuesday when we all come home, there will be a new dawn, and we can get back to focusing on things that are more domestic and, make life better for the people of San Andreas. But in the meantime, I understand that we need to focus on stomping out this threat.
Absolutely. That actually, you say that, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of fucking paperwork after Monday.
There is.
I still don't know objectively if there's a desire by the Senate to, there's still some questions, and I think we just need to be prepared for it. There's two options, right? That entire island is absolutely obliterated, and each and every body that still has a pulse ends up getting thrown up on Bolingbroke. Game over. It's not sure if part of that objective is going to escalate to any evidence of sedition or any post-war arrests. I do need to push some of that.
We'll continue for
my read on it, from the way that the legislation is written, the check I get from it is that it's to discourage behavior up to the conflict or D-Day or whatever we want to call it at this point. It's to discourage what's kind of been happening. There's a case that went up on the docket where Pond ended up trying to charge Ollivander Templeton with terrorism. Because he ran up, he called the cop, ran up, stabbed them, and said, "This is for Sanguine," right?
That's where
the legislation is in direct
sedition.
response to that, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Davis, Senator Davis, myself, Crane, and Mayor Jones were present for that conversation. I think that was the big thing. I think this kind of curtails a bit of the look. Stop playing in the fucking gray area, because, we don't want to get put in a position where we're ending up having to throw away people a lot longer than they expect. That's what tends to happen, right? The dancing around the gray area and then the subsequent Pikachu face is a good way to put it, I guess.
Yeah. So now it's just there. It's in black and white. If you act and communicate against the state of San Andreas, you're going in. Period. It's not a docketed thing for this edition. We're treating it like we're treating the whole medical neutrality thing. If it's found to be probable that you did do it through probable cause, you're going out. So,
hell yeah.
If they want to appeal that on their own, that's on them. So that's for up to 3 years while the conflict is still active.
Yeah. Oh, that is one thing that actually came to mind. So let me paint you a scenario here, right? And I think TJ Walker is a good example of this.
Yep.
If, let's say, or even the people that we suspect to be transporting things, we end up catching them en route to Sanguine. Obviously, they haven't hit shore. Therefore, the best you can aim for is sedition. However, as a side effect of that arrest, now PC for sedition, well, or if you want to call it that, I guess. Well, it would be PC, but so now we're in this situation where they have committed this crime. There's enough PC to push that, but now all of a sudden, we're filing for their bank records or their phone records, and boom, holy fuck, it's not sedition. They're actually been on that island. Now, the reason I paint that scenario is just as most of us are kind of drinking through the fire hose, it's something that I think should be discussed and a ruling made on. So we It'd be good to know what that looks like in advance of it occurring, I think, for the benefit of all of us, including the DOJ. Because, I mean, having to figure that out in the moment might be annoying for all parties.
I agree. Where I'm looking at it is somewhere close to this line. The Senate set a deadline for when people were to be back. And they gave a 48-hour window. Anything beyond that anything beyond that window, if you have confirmed contact of an individual with boots on the ground in San Quinn, is kind of the point I'm looking for. Now, if we're talking about John, who was on San Quinn, a week before the conflict, and they're driving a submarine kind of in that direction, maybe. I think it's harder to escalate to being an enemy of the state at that point because they're not. It's tough, and I think it's a conversation that needs to be had. You can see where the lines start to blur.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking the question because, as the unit that pushes the consequences, to put it in the most on-the-nose way, it's good to know when the buck stops, right? Because obviously you've got your pressures, I've got mine. Go as hard as you can, but that could literally mean I pull out a gun and fucking shoot someone in the face and throw them in a... Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Those are obvious, but it's those unknown unknowns. So if someone does say, hey, let's go do this, I can say, well, we're not even entertaining that, right?
Yeah, I agree. Say the guy that we had last night as an example.
That's why I said unknown unknowns.
I didn't think that it was enough. Let's be honest. He's a common crackhead that probably read the word sanguine on the LSBN app and thought it was funny. Right?
I've arrested him before, but yeah, please.
I don't know. Well, you said that you think he might have murdered somebody, but you couldn't prove it. You mentioned that while you were walking out.
Sorry, I definitely misspoke. He's exactly what you described, and we're on the same page. I as soon as I saw him, I'm like, all right, he's got this. Yeah,
no, this man is he's a dumb fuck moron crackhead that said some dumb shit. But I don't think he's aiding the Sanguinians. Yeah. I think if he showed up on their beaches, they'd probably kill him too.
Agreed.
So it just comes down to I have to see it to know, right? I can sit here and I was telling somebody else this the other day. I can sit here and craft hypotheticals and what we could run into, what circumstances for discovery we find somebody. But sitting here in theory crafting theoreticals doesn't work because there's never going to be someone that's caught in that exact scenario. It might be close.
Agreed.
There might be some matters of discovery that are there, but I don't think that there's a way that we can sit here and account for every possible situation. And at some point, we do have to face it kind of as they come.
Absolutely.
Because this whole thing has moved very fast.
It is. At some point. It absolutely is. I think that's been the biggest struggle, right? Like, I don't think anyone planned for this. I normally take off Thursdays, and I was like, fuck, I got to be around, don't I?
Yeah. And here we are. I was usually supposed to take the day off too, but here we are.
Very true.
And it's until this is all over, we're all kind of making that call.
Oh yeah.
Hey, just heads up, we're wrapping everything up. No,
beautiful. Could you let everyone know that it was good work and it's good that they came out? Can we get Tarot and he also has Tarot and I always forget Van Helsing or Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Van Helsing. Yeah.
It'd be good for us. I think we should talk to them and see if they plan to be. We should talk to them.
Okay.
So we can get them.
I don't think it's a good idea to do it here because those subs are just going to float because you can't anchor them.
Oh, okay. We can do it probably like
go to mainland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's all I got. I got to get back to cooking.
Yep. All right. I should probably get back shoreside and see what the hell is going on over there.
All right. I appreciate you, Norman. If anything odd's coming your way, definitely continue to keep me in the loop. Like I know. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I was gonna say we odd things like to land on folks' desk and holy shit.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll talk.
All right. You take care. Yeah. Okay. All right, 221's back on radio.
Copy that. We're wrapping up our search efforts. The ocean is very big.
Yeah, that's you're not wrong about that. Where do we want to link up?
I'm going back to the civilian docks.
All right. Babe, do you have a chopper?
I do or had one. Let me see if it's still here.
Still here.
Negative. My chopper's gone.
We can probably yoink this one. I believe the commissioner used it.
I grab it.
Yeah, I would grab this. Let's see if we can get those guys over on the Leviathan. A nice little powwow would be nice.
Oh, my Ellie's here now. So you want me to pick up Van Helsing and Duro?
Yep, A-front.
Got it.
Do you want us to head back to Leviathan then?
Yeah, I think we should have a bit of a joint conversation.
Not with the subs though.
No, not with the subs. Not for now, at least.
I'm
You
on
want
a
me to
boat.
come too?
Yes, if you'd like.
Okay. I'll be at the civilian docks as well.
A-front.
I just need to.
Million miles a minute. Yeah.
I'm getting right back with the judge here, and I'll then take the heli and pick up the officers.
A-front. All right.
Hello, Brian.
Hey, sorry about that, Nancy. It's been very busy.
Mm-hmm.
So you did not get an answer back. Do you have Stubble's number?
I do.
I would call him and see what he thinks.
Okay, you guys have kind of missed the boat on being able to get wingsuits, by the way. Unless
Oh no, understood.
that's why I tried planning this days ago, but Lang needs to manufacture them, and he's likely around the next couple of days.
I
so,
got you.
I can't really do anything about that. So I tried contacting you guys days ago about this. I can still do flares and megaphones and stuff, but wingsuits are very up in the air unless he is able to come into the city.
Yeah, we've had a lot of One day, once the war's over, I'll spill some tea.
Okay, I will hold you to that.
All right, hell yeah.
Okay, I'll call Stubble.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Take
thanks.
care. Bye. Nancy is in regards to equipment. All right.
How did the judge talk go?
It went well. I'm gonna let everyone know. But okay, actually, I'll give you the TLDR. He's everything looks above board, and he's gonna get that all sorted. I believe
awesome.
forehead as well.
Perfect.
You know, I'm slowly realizing that the efficiency is at a exceptional low. I just got a call from Nancy. She never got an answer back from the commissioner in regards to wingsuits. So that window might be gone now.
That sucks.
Actually, you know what's even more fucked up? Budget changed.
What do you mean?
The place where all the budgets go, I think it's not a thing anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little like email. So the place we put the budgets is no longer. It's crazy.
That's something.
Yeah. I've been trying to get a budget for like fucking 2 months. Oh. Anyways. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of a mental breather as we move on to the next thing.
Fair enough.
Man, I really want to convince these guys to be here. You know, I realized, I don't know. I had a good conversation with the commissioner. I'm glad he had a chance to talk with you guys. But yeah, I spoke to him. I was pretty open about the ridiculousness of the situation.
Just wish people, like, if they had an issue, they would just actually bring it up instead of just causing more issues with it.
Sorry, say that bit again?
I said I wish people, when they had issues, would actually, like, deal with them instead of ignoring it and just being passive aggressive.
Aurora, how long have you been in the police department?
You know, it's been about 3 months.
Oh, sweet summer child. You're gonna learn the hard way. But no, you're not wrong. Most people are not very good at handling conflict, so they lean on passive aggressiveness. That's been a thing for some time. That's why I took that's why I was the fact that you got you cannot touch those is, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah, I just figured. I mean, that's like the attitude. It feels like it, like that. Maybe that statement only happened once, but I felt like that was the attitude.
Yeah. Ba-da-da-da-do-do-do-do-do-do. I didn't realize that during that conversation, someone walked out of the room and said they kind of like sanguine.
No, she said it in the room. I was the one who walked out after she said it.
What day was it?
It was the day after negotiation. No, it was like, was it yesterday? Hold on, check my text. Because I had texted Stubble like asking to talk about 2 days ago.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Like the whole atmosphere in the room, they were talking about a plan, but their whole thing was like, this whole thing is stupid. Why are we doing this? Like, as they're trying to talk about the island, just a bunch of people that wanted nothing to do with it, just practically being annoyed they have to do it was like the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's odd. I had Den. Me and Den, we used to be at each other's throat at one point. Wait, one sec. Hey, Norman.
Hey, are the FIB operating again, Brian?
No.
It's interesting. I just landed at LSIA with Bayo. I landed. I went to go inside the hangar to get my vehicle, and I was approached by two individuals who were asking for assistance in repairing their helicopter that has the letters FIB spray painted across it. They were both
the
masked.
fuck? Wait, really?
Yes. They're very upset that their helicopter's broken.
Did you recognize them? Or are they masked up?
They were
one of them
masked
have
up.
orange
I
hair?
kind of recognized one of their voices. No, I couldn't see either of them's hair. I vaguely recognized one of their voices. The other one, I think, was speaking very high pitched and such. But one of them kind of sounded like Mr. K.
Jesus fucking Christ!
But it could be an impersonator, man. They were covered head to toe.
Yeah.
One looking like he wants to be Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. The other had like a black mask over his head.
Oh my lord. I would call Stubble.
All right, yeah, I'll give him a ring.
All right, easy.
Yeah, bye.
Take care. All right. So I'm gonna be back on station. I'm just kind of chilling a little bit, getting a little decompression in before we crank it back up to 100. Today, is it just me or is today more exhausting than yesterday?
I'm not gonna comment on that. I feel like all days has been exhausting.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's the right answer.
The only thing about today is I haven't had to be that tension. Like, it's been not that tense, so that's good.
True.
Bayo,
The anxiety isn't there.
Bayo, how are you?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Just doing a little bit of decompress. Norman is looking through all the paperwork right now. He says things are above board. So,
Okay. While we've been here, I've been working with the found people on my phone and getting everything for Bundy. Still working on the last thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
But due to everything with some greenness on it, everything had to be done in the hand, so it takes out longer.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I did. Go ahead.
No, sorry, go.
I did bring up with Norman. The question that we had on the table is like, what if we arrest someone for sedition, and then as a part of that arrest, so like, let's say we caught these guys in the sub, assuming they were going to Sanguine, even though they probably were, and we can charge them with sedition, right? Let's say we cross that line. What if it turns out as a part of that we file subpoenas and they were on the island, say yesterday or the day before? What happens next? So I did pose that to him. So he's going to try to bring up that topic, so that in the event that sort of thing does occur, we know if that's something we should even consider, which I think is a good thing, right? I kind of want to know like how far we should take it, right?
Yeah, makes sense. A second thing I want to bring up, because if we're gonna do the two
Which I
missions,
don't want to do,
tomorrow,
but
I think it's gonna be tomorrow with everything that goes on. I just one of them. If anything is to happen to me, or you are gonna be second in command.
let's say that again.
So if anything happens to me during the mission, like tomorrow, if you're gonna do the bumping, Aura is gonna be second in command.
Okay.
Understood.
And you're comfortable with that, Aurora?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when these SRU guys come over, I'm gonna try to convince them to stick around. I think, oh my god, we need SRU here so badly.
We do.
Yep, I see the helicopter.
Also,
coming.
I think it's Mayo. Did you get an answer if we're going to be able to get those updated phone subpoenas daily?
Yes, he's gonna work on that. I did tell him that don't go like. I also told them that like we don't need like everybody, but like Pred, Trey, like TJ, Delver, Jaeger, you know, because like I don't think we want
the
like
first big targets.
Precisely. Yep. Yo, wait, are they on their way over as well?
Yeah, they took a boat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No idea why I was there. I should have just popped. Anyways, how's everyone?
Pretty good. Pretty good. A little bit of decompress. You know, we've been going hard for the last 7 hours.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
We're just waiting for SOU to come through, and then we're gonna do a little bit of tea time.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna munch on an apple.
Yeah.
This looks like a summoning circle.
You know, if we try hard enough, maybe we can get a nuke, and then it's just like easy.
Oh,
Problem solved.
I'd be okay with that.
I feel like a Moab will be fine enough.
Are you kidding me? The amount of people crying right now, and we're not even at war yet. They haven't even done shit to us. We haven't done shit to them. If you nuke them, oh my god.
Oh, I've been meaning
The
to
amount
go
of
through.
tissues we would need.
We need, like, desperately a. No, that's too much. I was gonna say like, could you imagine someone's role being like actually monitoring Twitter? Because like, there's probably a lot of juicy shit on this.
I think we all try to watch it and document it.
I did get a call from. Wait, former Chief Justice and City Hall employee. Senate has no power over you. Oh, he's just.
Dennis Labar said
You did
something
tweet
about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
As a sovereign state, the Sanguine Isle has its own legislature. The jurisdiction over something. Yeah, but this is written by the Senate. The Senate still has power over them.
No, we're talking about the message that Labar put out there, a tweet,
Labar said the Senate has no power.
and that they should fight back, and you start with your
Stand up for
local
the rights,
government and
yeah.
government buildings. Labar is.
I feel like that's enough for sedition.
But yeah, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
That's
As
probably
soon as-
more free speech. I don't know.
As soon as we have the green light for the bomb, let us
Yes,
know.
absolutely. I'm gonna try to run that.
Transporting that is going to be nerve wracking.
Yes, I still have my fears about like accidentally setting up the hairline trigger, but I think
Give
overall
it
it's
to
gonna be
me,
worthwhile.
and it's gonna be worth it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get that clearance tonight, so that way, I want to get that clearance
On the main deck.
Yep, I know what you mean. And as soon as we have it,
Yep.
we can do it either day before or a few hours before.
You guys don't have summoning circle chairs?
I prefer staying.
Normally, when we're bored here, we just lay down.
Makes
We do
sense.
gossip girl circles.
Oh, we ain't got time for that. I wish. All right, so I'm gonna ask some like pretty pointed questions. Who? 'Cause I'm just not familiar with like the SRU ranking structure. If Thatch isn't around, who do we reach out to?
So SRU ranking structure currently has 3 levels. You got the captain, which is Thatch. Then you got the quartermasters, which are the supervisors, and then you have the seamen, which are just the regular people.
How do you feel it's defanged today? No, I'm just.
on the ground
I didn't
right there.
sleep that well.
We are both quartermasters, so essentially these, the second in command.
We also have Lucy, who covers our shift 3 time zone. So Taro shift 1, I'm shift 2, Lucy shift 3. We have other people that are very well trusted, like any members of the Shark Rangers.
Yeah.
As full members such as Tails, Kurt, Tips.
Could you? So like right now, who do I go to make the calls? Like shift 1, shift 2. Like who's?
Me and Velsing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wish I could ask this of Thatch, but like I don't have that. We tried to hit him up, but wait, did we get a response back? I think you. Who sent him a message? Was it the commissioner or someone did? Well, I don't know if he's a. I'm sorry.
It might have been the commissioner.
Yeah, I think it might have been the commissioner. What would? So here's what we're witnessing, right? There's a lot of this is actually very okay. I need you guys to tell me. I'm not trying to sway you into the war or against the war, but how are we operating in the event? You know what? Fuck it. There's a lot of people going to and from the island, and I'm trying to understand who I need to speak with to try to get more SRU over here to assist us when we get that intelligence. The problem that we're facing right now, quite candidly, is it is kind of like the window of opportunity is disappears by the time we get eyes. I think we've had a couple of these cases. This goes both in terms of like subunits, like submarine units, but also in regards to Air Corps. Air Corps has a little bit of leniency due to the fact that, I don't mean like leniency as a unit, but rather leniency in the time, because they can get in a jet and they're here in like 15 seconds. So I'm trying to understand like what I need to do to get people over here for that assistance. Is that something?
If you do not already have people set up here with boats or submarine, it is very hard to get people from the mainland over, and it's very time consuming. Submarine
Agreed.
takes us a good 5 to 10 minutes just to get here.
So
it goes 30 miles an hour maximum.
What are your thoughts? Like, I don't want to like poke the bear here, but I'm asking this like just kind of honestly. Is SRU not operating until Monday, or is this like is that something
operating?
Okay.
The thing is, we're not like we're operating when we need to. We're not constant. It's not like HSPU where we're constantly patrolling in chargers or in boats in our case.
I don't want meeting at the moment.
We only get used when we need to be. But then again, that falls back to the same problem of it takes a very long time to get here. And
I'm going to
as long as we cannot park our submarines at the aircraft carrier, it's pretty impossible to intercept those things. Except like, let's say one of you.
No, I'm trying to be like respectful and get. I'm trying to
From what
understand.
I see it, there's one of 3 ways. Oh, sorry, I thought you were finished.
Yeah, I mean the best case scenario is one of you sees something happen going from the island to our island, and then we can intercept very easily. But when it's the other way around, it's super difficult.
The only way we can counteract it is one of 3 ways. We already have people out here patrolling in the submarine.
Yeah.
Or we get the cargo bob that was been talked about for months now for faster deployment of the sub. Because if you got a cargo bob, just get it out of the civ docks, pick it up, 5 seconds, you're here.
Has no one gotten you guys like a cargo bob?
It has been months we have been attempting to.
And the
We've
other
been attempting to since we seized the one from Dodo back on the big Weed Island bust.
So it's not even about money; it's about just redistributing it.
Correct.
And there's a third one, which I don't know if it's possible to get a garage here. Because we already have the Aegis business here. We have a crate just around the corner. I don't know if you can talk to maybe Eve and get access to a garage here as well. That would be useful.
What if I got you guys a cargo bob for the next 2 days?
Cargo bob would be ideal.
It'd be good. The thing also is, the thing with the Air Corps is they have ATC on their side. to identify where anybody is. We don't have sonar. We're kind of going in blind.
Yeah.
And the distance from here to the island is fucking massive. So it's pretty much whenever we want to find something, it's sheer luck.
Yeah. So I want to preface all this because I'm not sure how in the loop you guys are, but one of my responsibilities alongside late Sam Bass as a member of Aegis was I was actively pushing for legislative change, as well as getting y'all some of those things through other means. Most of it fell flat for reasons that I can't really get into. However, those exercises, like, I'm very aware, like, how difficult it is. Like, you can have a bunch of boats in the water. People can slip through. I mean, even the visibility down in the water is, like, ridiculous.
We spotted a submarine just because I got floated away on a Sea Sparrow, and they came and saved me, and in the water we spotted headlights of a submarine.
Yeah, it's anything
Pure
to
luck.
do with submarine and underneath the surface is pretty much undetectable and incredibly rough to get to. And they're starting to kind of, I mean, I've heard that they're using planes that go just crazy high altitude, so it's almost impossible to find them. They're going to slip through because also this is a point next to the island. But then again, this piece of ocean, including the one from here to the island, is fucking huge. It's impossible to cover, even if you had all 40 units on duty with boats out here. It's impossible.
Here's the other thing. All we can really ever hope to do is cut people off to the island via ground units, boat units, and subs, because our subs at most match their speed, which means we will never gain ground without attempting to cut off.
So there is... So here's kind of where things can go hand in hand. Do you know if Thatch is able to make himself available today? I know I'm asking you some tough questions, and I hope you guys aren't taking this the wrong way. I'm trying to understand.
No, I
this.
mean, me and Velsing are second in command for SRU anyway. So.
Oh, easy. Okay, so I'm gonna just throw it like this then. Okay, that's really good because I didn't want to you get what I'm saying. We've been able to get really close. There's some intelligence we're getting in that is pretty nuts. I don't know what the fuck happened yesterday. I've already I need to talk to Lovesick about losing Air 1, but we were literally we're getting some really good intel that can aid in getting an actual apprehension, right? Because think of it like we are your sonar, right? Obviously, I've heard some of the shit people have been saying. Look, I'm just going to throw this out there. There's things that we cannot divulge simply because we need to assess who we are telling it to. Even some of these guys, it's a need to know. Not for any other reason than